The airport was loud with rolling suitcases, boarding calls, and hurried footsteps, yet Daniel Wright felt completely alone. He sat on a cold metal bench near gate 27, dressed in a perfectly tailored black suit that cost more than most people's monthly salaries. CEO of a global tech empire, feared in boardrooms and admired on magazine covers, yet at this moment, he stared at the floor like a man who had lost everything. His private jet waited on the runway. Another meeting, another deal, another city. His life was a blur of success with no warmth left in it. That was when a small voice broke through the noise. "Are you lost too, mister?" Daniel looked up, surprised. Standing beside him was a little girl, no older than 5. She wore a mustard yellow coat, white leggings, and a knitted beige hat that slid slightly over her bright eyes. A tiny blue backpack rested on her shoulders. She reached out and gently touched his sleeve, as if checking whether he was real. Daniel frowned softly. "Lost," he repeated. She nodded seriously. "My mommy says when people look sad in busy places, they're usually lost." He almost laughed, but something caught in his throat instead. No one had spoken to him like this in years. No assistance, no fear, just honesty. "I guess you could say that," he replied quietly. The girl smiled, satisfied with his answer, and climbed onto the seat beside him without asking permission. "I'm Emma," she said. "I'm going on an airplane for the first time." "That's exciting," Daniel said, glancing around, half expecting someone to rush over and pull her away. "She's right here." Daniel turned his head. A woman stood a few steps away, holding the handle of a rolling suitcase. She was watching him closely but calmly, not alarmed. Her eyes met his for a brief second, then softened when she saw Emma smiling. Daniel nodded politely. "I didn't mean to." "It's okay," the woman said. "She talks to everyone." Emma swung her feet. "Mommy, he's lost too." The woman's smile faded just a little, replaced by curiosity. "Is that so?" Daniel let out a slow breath. "Something like that." The boarding announcement echoed through the terminal. Emma tilted her head and studied him again. "Why are you sad?" Daniel hesitated. He had answers prepared for investors, journalists, and rivals, but not for a child. "I used to have a family," he said at last. "I chose work over them. Now I travel everywhere, but there's nowhere I belong." Emma considered this deeply, then reached into her backpack and pulled out a small stuffed bear. "One ear was missing. You can borrow him," she said. "He helps when I feel scared." Daniel stared at the toy. His hands trembled as he took it. Something inside his chest cracked open. Something that had been sealed shut for years. "Thank you," he whispered. The woman watched this exchange, her eyes growing moist. "Emma's father passed away 2 years ago," she said softly. "She believes everyone who's alone needs help." Daniel swallowed hard. "I'm sorry." Emma leaned closer to him. "You don't have to be lost forever," she said confidently. "You just need to stop running." Daniel froze. No one knew that phrase. No one, except one person. His gaze snapped to the woman standing behind Emma. He stood slowly, heart pounding, studying her face more closely now. The curve of her eyes. The scar near her eyebrow. "Claire," he whispered. Her breath caught. "Daniel." The world around them seemed to fade. "I thought you moved away," he said. "I did," she replied. "After you didn't come to the hospital. After you didn't answer the phone." Daniel's voice shook. "I didn't know." Emma looked between them. "You know each other." Claire placed a gentle hand on her daughter's shoulder. "Yes, sweetheart." Daniel's knees felt weak. He knelt in front of Emma, eyes shining. "What's your full name?" "Emma Wright," she said proudly. The bear slipped from his fingers. The announcement came again. "Final boarding." Claire hesitated. "Our flight's leaving." Daniel stood, straightening his suit, but for the first time it felt like armor he no longer needed. "Then I'll cancel mine." She searched his face. "Daniel, I'm not lost anymore," he said quietly. "And I don't intend to run again." Emma smiled and held his hand. For the first time in years, Daniel Wright missed a flight, and found his way home.